people. Are you people? Are you aliens? Who cares? Been out here working for a couple hours now. Just trying to plug away and just do things. So, yeah, check it out. So I basically got all the nitrous stuff ran. Some of you might not like the way I did this. This is the way I wanted to do it. You know, if you want to do it twisty spaghetti, you just take a screwdriver, wrap it really tight. So I've got my micro switch over here. I haven't made it fit the carburetor yet because don't think I'm going to use this carburetor. It's just sitting on here because like that other one wouldn't clear. I don't know if you can see it. There's the jet and stuff. The other carburetor was sitting on top of that. So, yeah, I don't think I'll use this one. But anyways, so this here, back over here. This here is going to be basically the main arming 12-volt power going in to the nitrous system. This one here, the lower one, is the 12-volt out that will actuate my solenoids. So this comes out, like I said, nothing here is permanent because this intake and carburetor will be going bye-bye. And that's kind of plus why I left some slack. You know, I wanted to do it like this. So anyways, I brought that over, split it here into a Y. This is all marine heat shrink, they consider it. It is adhesive lined. So when you get this stuff hot, like if you look there, see that gooze coming out of it? Yeah. The blue it's marine, but it's not as good as this black stuff. So I've got the little bits of blue on these wires, basically signifying that these are all my power wires. The grounds I got going right here. I got them, everything's basically separate. I'm using this yellow, which is over here. And I've got them flip-flopped. So this has the female on the power side, the male on the solenoid side, just so that if for some reason I forget, not saying I will, but I can't, you know, hook the purge into the solenoid into the purge. Some of this will definitely get tidied up a little bit more. I got some of my shielding, whatever you want to call it, loom on here. Same thing here. Put some heat shrink up here to lock that down. Ran it in. This will focus. Not sure it'll stay going through. Focus. Not sure it'll stay going through that hole. That was one of the old holes for the heater. Which you can see I've got a few there. I might end up using like this upper one because I'm going to make a plate. And then I might just put a big hole in the center with a grommet and run all the wires through there because I've still got to run wires for the distributor. The coil and stuff, those wires might come out over the other side there. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with a lot of the things because there's certain ways I want to do it, but budget is almost ran out, so some things will just have to make do for now. The biggest thing is I think the battery is probably going to stay up front because there's a few factors in that. One is it costs a lot of money for the good wire to put the battery in the back. I want to use the right stuff, use like welding wire. You know, that's going to be like $100 just for the wire. Then it's like another $100 just for the battery box. Then I need to buy another battery because the battery I have won't fit in the battery box that I want. So another $350 or something just to put the battery back there. And then if the cutoff switch I have back there now that's been mounted from the previous owner years ago, if that don't work, now I got to buy another one of those. Plus it's more wiring because I've got to run power from the or not power, but the field, essentially, you know, the excite wire from the alternator has to run from the front to the back also, so that when you kill that switch, it kills the car. So that's just all stuff I'm trying to deal with figuring out. I don't know if I showed you guys either. Mounted this. Got some more. You know, we got a ground here. I'm going to have to pull that guy back off, and it's getting all blurry. Pull that back off, heat shrink there on the ground. Got that wire running in there for the gauge lights. Got this wire here for the line lock running in. Redid the ground and stuff on the line lock. I've still got to mount the coil over here. You know, that's what I was saying. I think these wires will probably go in, follow this stuff, and go inside the car. Yeah, just kind of plugging away. Yeah, I got to wire the distributor. I'm going to do my damnedest to use this distributor. It's a nice MSD Pro billet, but it's the TFI style. I have a plug for it. I guess you only use the bottom 3 connectors, bottom 3 wires on the plug. It's basically power, ground, and signal. A lot of guys were saying that, yeah, it works, but then your distributor is locked out. That's what I want. It's going to be a nitrous car. I don't need a timing curve. I don't, you know, we're not going that crazy. I want it, if I put it at 32 degrees, I want the thing at 32 degrees. And then with my box is going to pull timing out on its own. So when I have everything wired up, when the nitrous is activated, that is going to send power to the box. The box is going to pull as much timing as I want. I think I can pull up to 9 degrees or something like that. I think. Anyways, so yeah, you know, you hit the arm, the nitrous button, it automatically pulls my timing. And I don't have to worry about it. So, I mean, yeah, there will be a few times I'm going to double check all that, make sure that it ain't, you know, you hit the button and the thing's still staying at 36 degrees, because that'll probably lift the head right off the motor, put a hole right through the piston, and I don't want to do that. I mean, we are going to be staying pretty small nitrous for now. You like that banner, don't you? It's pretty fancy. So, yeah, I'm just plugging away, trying to make sense of stuff. You know, a lot of what I'm dealing with. Look at the wiring, you know. This is what whoever worked on it last has left me with. I don't know what the hell these go to. You know, I'm guessing this excites it. It looks like it's actually, I was sitting here wiring all this, and I'm looking, and I'm like, man, what the hell does that say? Oh, Power Master. So it's got a Power Master alternator. That's pretty sweet. So the alternator definitely works. I know that. So yeah, I just got to figure out wiring it. The more I work on the car, I swear, I just want to rip every piece of wire out front to back. Which, I mean, the engine's going to be standalone all on its own, basically. I was fooling around in here. Where that piece is right here, whoop, where this is where this is going to go, which is our new switch panel. And then I'm thinking mounting this, which is the MSD box, upside down, because of course they put all the wiring or lettering upside down on it, in that hole there where the stereo used to go, because then it's right there, easy to get to, no fuss, you know. My next plan, all this wiring that is running over to here is all going to get the boot, because none of that needs to be here anymore. The only thing I want to keep is the stuff over there that is for the turn signals, the headlights, and the factory gauges, basically just to light them up. Because I'm going to run all my gauges off of that circuit. So when I turn on the headlights or running lights, all my gauges will light up. Yeah, I don't know if I filmed it in the last video, but rewired all the gauges. These were lights I had laying around, because this normally takes, whatever the hell it is. Okay, anyways, that normally takes this style light here, which is like a self-grounding. It's actually a little bit brighter than these ones, but I had these. They didn't cost me any money because they were from an old set of gauges I had. I never used them. Now they're getting put to use. And then in the car, this was never wired. This is the voltmeter. So it's volt, water, oil. So now that's wired. It works. I got a battery there. I tested everything. So white is going to be for all my lights, for the tack, for these gauges, for the gauge that is mounted over there. So the white will turn on all my gauge lights. This red will power up the voltmeter, and this black is a main ground. You know, just in case it doesn't get enough ground, because this is aluminum here, and that mounts into the dash, but in case it ain't getting ground there, because that, if you guys remember back from the getting the vitals video, that goes right in that hole there. So I don't think there's much ground that it gets, but doesn't really matter. That goes back there, but yeah, like I said, the dash has got to come back out of the car. It's like 8 o'clock at night. I might do it now. Wife's inside kind of sick. She don't feel good, so try to take care of her if she needs anything and get some work done. Because I need to get some damn work done. So like usual, I always change my mind. But anyways, got a whole bunch more done last night. This is the next day if you ain't figured that out. Coil is ran. Got everything loomed up, running into there. Distributor is wired. Everything's loomed up. I decided to bring the nitrous stuff over to this side. They're separately loomed, all running into there. And I was all like excited, like, yeah, I got it all done. And then I was like, damn it, I didn't wire the fans. So I got to get my fan relay set up, because I've got a temperature ran thing that has a bypass that's over here somewhere. And all this junk. Yeah. So we got this guy. This has a temperature reader. The green wire is like a manual override. Yellow wire, I don't really know. Yeah, I should have paid more attention when I took this all apart. Anyways, I need to find a home for that. Probably out here somewhere. Probably mount it like in here. I'm not sure. Because, like I was talking about putting the factory battery tray back in it. That goes here. Just might be easier for now. But yeah, gotta get this mounted. Obviously the red is going to be, I'm thinking red's constant power. Yellow is probably key on power maybe. I don't know, is there a name on here? No, it doesn't look like it. So it ain't like I can look it up and get a schematic for it. I know green turns it on and off. And black is obviously ground. And then the little plug you do, that goes to the thermocoupler that is in the radiator. So, we gotta find a home for that and wire up. Whoop. So, it's probably been like 13 weeks since I've been out here filming. I don't know, 14 maybe. So, what I've done so far is I hacked everything off of this harness that isn't needed. All the stereo, all the heater. This stuff here, I don't think I need it, but I left it for now, so that might get hacked. Because this is gauges and column and lights and stuff. So we're leaving all that. So the dash is almost ready to go back in because, like I think I had said, I don't think we'll be getting the cage done before April. but I want to get the car running and the wiring needs to get done. So, you know, wiring now is coming in here. This is all the new stuff I've ran. Got it running behind here. Where everything's going to be mounted is still to be determined. I also made a bracket. These cotter pins aren't permanent. This is for the two-step. So now, well, that's the brake pedal. We have two-step. So when that's pressed, that will provide 12 volts to the MSD box, telling it that two-step's activated. And as soon as I let off the clutch, no more two-step. Two-step, no more two-step. Two-step, no more two-step. So, yeah, that's cool. Cotter pins are just there because I don't have that small of a screw. It's like a, I don't know, a 432 or 6, like tiny. So I gotta get some screws. This is actually cut out of a piece of angle iron. Not angle iron, but like, I don't know, sign pole crap. Works perfect because these holes I can also adjust it up and down. You know, a little bit in and out. I bent the tab here so that it contacts the quadrant deal there. That should work perfect. So yeah, I'm going to get the dash put back in it maybe today. I got some like construction paper I'm going to cut to make a filler for there. I'm going to use a bunch of aluminum I have. Need to fill those holes. Still need to figure out where I'm going to mount everything. I've got a few ideas, but got to get the dash back in and everything hooked back up first. Look at that. More parts from LMR. What do we got now? Let's get it open. What do we have? Ta-da! Brand new battery tray. Reproduction deal for the Fox. I don't know what the hell it says there. But, yeah, decided battery's going back where it belongs with a factory style battery tray. At least till we have more money to spend on the car. That was cheap. Because I'm at a point now, you know, where like I showed you, I want to get that mounted. I need to get the dash back in so I can start final mounting and testing things. So battery's got to be mounted. And to go the other route is probably another $150 on top of what I spent for that. So not an option today. Alright, so here we go. I've been out here playing electrician for a while. Got the new battery mount in. This is the battery out of the Cobra. I just have it in here. So yeah, I got cable ran for the ground. Made this cable here to come over to the starter solenoid. This, you might know what this goes to. Let's go look. So this is the first time I'm going to put power to this thing, and I am super excited to see what it's going to look like. So the fuse and relays are going to move down. I'm going to make a little board out of plexiglass because I have it. But yeah, I got that just kind of all roughed in right now, zip tied up. So that'll be up and out of the way. I got the ribbon plugged in for the ARC. Let's put power and see if it lights up. Alright. No cuts here, so we know this is real time. Alright. Oh man! Can you see that? Alright. So, they're all on red. That's for the starter. You hear them click? Man, those are fancy. Oh, this is going to be so cool. I feel like a little kid right now. So, alright. I believe these two are the ones I want to use for my nitrous. One will be on, one will be purge. Probably have this as on in case, you know, I really need to just hit that button. I know it's that end one. But, okay. Now, since we have this here, momentary, so I'm going to switch number 8 and see what happens. Or no, number 7. Okay. So now, number 7. Freaking awesome! Yeah, that's so freaking cool. So now, let's play here for a second. Alright, so now only because I'm like so super excited because this thing's on and we're like kind of making some progress, so. Alright, now we've purged. Alright, come on, let's see. See if I had what it takes. See if my wiring works. Oh, ain't that a beautiful thing? So, whim, whim. Yeah, buddy. Cool. So, I guess that's first test of the nitrous system and first test of the ARC. So that's friggin' super cool. One thing I am probably going to do is, yeah, the car's going to have most of the factory wiring, and I could still start it off the key, but, I mean, that's just awesome for the start button. That'll be ignition, that'll be fuel pump, that'll be probably do fan, then we'll probably put all our gauge lights on here, and then obviously purge, and then start, and maybe we'll have an extra, I don't know. But yeah, if any of you guys are interested in this thing, obviously we'll do like a long-term review. It's awesome, very nicely made. I mean, relays sound good, everything's so nice, and it's just so cool. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. And I believe there's a way to put like an on and off for that, because right now there's power connected, it's on. So I got to figure that out, which won't be a big deal, but awesome. Alright, so I'm about done out here, I think. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I know I ain't posted in a while. Been pretty sick, so is the wife, so no, we ain't got the coronavirus. I've been trying to drink as much Mexican beer as possible. Tacos every Friday. I'm doing good, but we had the cold or flu or whatever. Front wheels are mounted. Back wheels are in the truck. Have a good night.